Okay, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yoda's Hut featuring Star Wars Destiny gameplay. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards, and I'm joined for commentary by Derek. Hey, Derek, how's it going?
Doing pretty good.
All right. In this game, I am on the right, and I ventured out to Gamers Armory in Cary, North Carolina, where I play a lot of Star Wars LCG, and people out there have recently gotten to Destiny. I'm playing my old friendly foe, Jeremy, who goes to the store out there. We've played lots of LCG matches over the year. He is playing an Elite Jabba, Elite Dooku deck, and I am playing a deck that I built with Elite Grievous and Kylo Ren. Looks like we're both just mulliganing here, trying to get good hands. And I have to be honest, this is one of the first times I played against somebody using Jabba just because I've only played a few games at home before this, and I don't have Jabba. And even online, I hadn't really seen too many Jabba decks, but maybe you can give some insight on what his strategy might be here.
To tell the truth, I have yet to play against either Jabba or Dooku in despite the fact that I've played like 5 tournaments now.
Wow. Okay.
I don't even remember what they do off the top of my head. I think Dooku has a thing where you can, when he's about to take damage, you can like discard a card and put a shield on him. I think, if I remember right, is that
Yeah,
what he does?
that's correct. And then
I do not remember Jabba off the top of my head.
so I think we're using Jeremy's battlefield, but I do not know what it was. He must have set it off to the side there. I apologize for that. And he put a Sith Holocron on Jabba as his first action.
Yeah, that's nasty. The Holocron's one of the best cards for Darkseid right now.
Right. So I'm gonna roll Grievous, and I got some damage here. It looks like I got 4 damage. That's
Yeah,
not a bad roll with Grievous there.
Grievous and Vader are kind of two big heavy hitters with their dice, having like 2s and 3s on multiple sides. Yeah, they can do all kinds of stuff.
All right. Okay, so I know what he just did there was he played Ace in the hole and
Okay.
rolled a die in. I can't remember what it
That looks
was.
like a thermal detonator,
Okay,
maybe.
maybe yeah, I think that is what it is the thermal detonator die, and he got the special on it. So,
Oh, jeez. So Ace in the Hole is what you discard a card, roll to do one side of the die.
Right, to roll its die in the dice pool, and then you remove. I guess once you resolve
Yeah,
the die, you remove it from the game.
yeah. So it's rather than equipping something, it's basically getting a one shot. It's kind of like Poe's special. You
Right,
like roll it where you just get to trigger it,
right. So
or
I
you trigger a side of the die or
yeah, I
something.
did something there to control it. Now whoops, and then he's re-rolling it with Jabba's
Got it
ability
again.
because Jabba lets you re-roll a yellow die after you did it. So he got it again. He got the
Okay.
Hologron special. He got a disrupt. He got a resource.
This doesn't look very promising for you.
Yeah, I think I might have used the force to control his die there, if I remember correctly. Whatever I did was I originally spun the detonator to the. uh,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm doing 4 damage to Jabba because I realized Jabba is probably gonna be a big headache with
Yeah.
with all that stuff. And
And
now,
you've already spent your resources. You
yes,
did. Yeah, one was for use the force. What did you do the other one on?
maybe I didn't. It might just be off to the side. I was trying to zoom in to
Okay.
get a better view of the dice in this game. So, and
No, that's good. Yeah.
he's resolving the specials. So he did the thermal detonator, did 3 to both of my units. Then he's resolved the holocron and put a mine probe onto
Ugh.
Jabba. And then he just rolled its special. And the way that works is, I guess people have talked about before. Now I did take the holocron back to hand. Is since it's a special, he gets to resolve that one too if he wants to. So I don't remember how many cards I have, but now Kylo has 7 damage on him. So,
Wow.
thanks to the mind probe effect. I guess I must have had 4 cards in hand still. So
Yeah.
he's getting pumped out a ton of damage on this first turn, and now he's putting the holocron on Dooku.
Yeah, that's the nasty thing is you put a card into play, you get to add its die just by spending a resource, and the holocron comes back, but it's free, so you could just replay it with your very next action.
Yeah. So I did.
And like he did it here on a guy who hadn't rolled yet, so now he effectively gets to use the holocron a second time.
Yeah. So I did do another damage to Jabba, so I got 5 damage on him. But Jabba's pretty hefty there with 11 health on him, so not surprisingly, he is a big slug. That he should be. He should be harder to kill. There should have been.
You just need a big chain to strangle him with.
Right, I know. There should be some like thematic thing that you could do with Leia, I would think. So I think he just used the disrupt. So I bet I had another resource and had to lose my resource there. And now I'm really stuck. And maybe I'll claim the battlefield, although, as I said, I don't remember what the battlefield was that he had used in this game.
You must have had a bad mulligan and reroll or whatever, because one of the key things I always make sure I can do is play a piece of equipment on one of my guys in the first turn. The fact that you got nothing out there, now you're in the situation where he's got 5, 6 dice, and you're starting 3.
Yeah, he got rid of a tactical mastery and isolation there with Dooku's discard, and then I must have claimed because he did a couple actions there.
I still don't see what the battlefield is.
No, I'm not sure what it was. I wish I could remember. I know I was going to use Separatist base, but we weren't using it. It might have been the one that resolved specials, if I remember right, because he was trying to hit it with Jabba and stuff. Yeah, Emperor's Throne Room or whatever it is.
Throne Room, yeah.
Yeah. So he did two more
LCG games.
Yeah, he did. I rolled out Kylo and didn't get any damage. Now he's just got Jabba, and I don't know where his Mind Probe. There it is. So he got the special with Mind Probe again.
Goodbye, Kylo.
Yeah, this one helps when you run your dice hot here and can get good rolls.
I don't know what it was, but I had between numerous tournament games, I rolled 6 specials in a row on my force throw.
Wow.
Every time they would have me re-roll it, I would roll it right there, and every time it came up, turn by turn, it was ridiculous. Sometimes you just we were both of us were saying I had a loaded die.
Yeah, well, yeah, you roll that much. So I just put force training on Grievous since he should at least be able to survive. And now he just rolled a melee on Dooku and another holocron on Dooku, or that's special.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to roll Grievous there, and that was not the best roll. I got a disrupt, range damage, and another blank. I think Kylo is getting ready to go down shortly here.
Yeah, well, now you get an excuse to get cards out of your hand.
Yeah, well, he just resolved the special and put in Immobilize, and he's...
Yeah, Immobilize is one of those cards, I didn't have room for it in my deck, and I'm thinking I gotta put it back in, because it's just so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, alright, so he just resolved the Mind Probe die, and that killed Kylo.
Yeah.
So, I do at least have some cards in my hand. If I could roll something big with Grievous, I might be able to get rid of Jabba, and then it'll just be a battle of the prequel villains.
That's really the thing, is you've got to get rid of Jabba. With that Mind Probe out there.
Yeah, so I think I've got 2 melee damage on each of Grievous's dies now, so...
Yeah, and again, so you got 5 damage out there, right. But of course he's going to immobilize one of them.
Yeah, he did. He immobilized one of them, so I get to do 2 to Jabba.
Now, immobilize, though, doesn't remove a die, does it? It just changes its side.
Oh, he must have played something else, because he removed his die, too. So it might have been...
His immobilized die is still out there. Yeah, he must have played Negotiate or whatever.
He doesn't... Maybe it was He Doesn't Like You?
That removes 1 and does 1. Yeah, 1 and 1. He doesn't like you either. And then Negotiate, I think, is you remove 1 and your opponent chooses and removes 2.
Right. So he just spun my force training die there.
Yeah.
And I am spinning it to the special. We must be using Emperor's Throne Room. That's probably why I did that.
Yeah, because then you can claim and do that. And that will let you do either gain a shield, deal a gain a shield, gain a resource, or deal a damage. And you get to do 2 of those 3 things.
Yep, so I did that. I did the damage and took a shield for Grievous.
Yeah. And what's Jabba at? How close are we?
Jabba's got 8 damage on him.
So you still got to come up with 3 more.
Yeah. And
Well,
then
see, the good thing is now you can go first and roll. If you don't, and maybe get your damage, because if you don't and he rolls Dooku, then he's got Immobilize to take out whatever your best die is.
Right,
so you
right.
kind of gotta go and just hope you can roll 3 damage to get rid of Jabba.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm hoping to do here. Now, Dooku is going to be a pain to deal with since, like you said, you can discard the card to give him a shield when he's about to take damage and basically negate it unless you get big damage rolls.
Yeah, the one downside is you don't have a weapon on the table for Grievous to steal if you kill Jabba.
Right. I don't know what I think I rolled one off the table and he's letting me re-roll it.
That's what
I got the 3 for 1, so I should be able to kill Jabba unless he's got a trick here.
Yeah, because he does have his Immobilize yet.
Oh, he's playing Isolation.
Well, so much for that.
Yeah. He had some, we at least saw what he played. And it looked like he played Underworld Connections at some point, that one that gives you pay 2, but then you can activate the support to give yourself a resource. So I'm re-rolling, and I got...
Oh, yeah, I see it back there.
Yeah, so I got
I was
2.
paying attention to that.
I got 2 on Grievous there.
Well, if you can get that 2, you can claim and do the last point.
Right.
With your other die.
That might be one of my better options right now.
Yeah, right now you're outnumbered like almost 2 to 1 on dice. Actually, you are until you get rid of Jabba.
So Jabba got a focus, resource, and whatever that was. I think it was a blank. And he is going to re-roll the one that was the resource to get a disrupt, it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
you got to do that.
Yeah, so I'm doing 2 to Jabba. So Jabba's 1 away from dying.
As long as he doesn't have any trick to put a shield on him or heal him.
Yep. All right, he's going to spend 1 and play... Is that willpower?
Oh. That's annoying. So much for that.
Yeah.
Because now you can't kill Jabba.
No, I cannot kill Jabba.
Best you can do is get close again.
Yep.
Which I think I doubt you have a better option.
I can't imagine I have a better option. I think I just passed. I'm probably waiting to see what he does. Maybe I have something in my hand to at least control one of his dice here.
Well, does he have Disrupt showing on one of those dice?
I think he does. Oh, and I just played Hidden in Shadow on Grievous. So that lets you put a shield on a unit if it doesn't already have a shield. So I'm going to activate that and put a shield on Grievous there. He's taken a resource with Underworld Connections.
Well, does that takes an action to do that, doesn't it? You can't play it and put the shield at the same time. What did he do on his turn in between that?
I'm not sure what he did. He did something, I'm sure. And then I just did it. Yeah, because I just did it I just did the force training and claimed.
Yeah.
And now I'm just hoping he doesn't get a ton of stuff here. So he got a 2 for 1 discard. Dooku's.
He got the Holocron
again. Dooku's side. He's going to re-roll Power of the Dark Side and get a resource. Still got a couple cards in his hand there.
Mm-hmm.
At least I've got 2 shields on Grievous. Maybe I can stave off some stuff.
Yeah, that double discard on Dooku is pretty annoying.
Yeah, it is, but so he's gonna... Not sure how he's resolving everything here.
Well,
he may not have anything for the Holocron.
He's just kind of doing them in whatever.
He re-rolled and got a melee damage and a +1 resource.
Yeah, that's the problem with the Holocron. If you don't have anything to use with it, like 5 out of 6 sides can be useless.
Yeah. So I guess he did a couple damage somehow. Maybe he had a damage on something over there. And oh, it was Mind Probe. That's what it was. So now Grievous has 4 damage on him. Jabba's got a couple shields, it looks like now. I really needed to have gotten rid of Jabba that turn. That willpower really kind of foiled my plan there.
This is why any deck, if you're playing Dark Side, you got to run 2 of that free blue event that removes all shields from a unit.
Yeah,
That's just a must.
I think I had it in my deck, but I don't. I'm not sure. I think he got rid of it maybe with one of those discards. So he is going to electroshock one of my dice.
That's one of the best cards in the game too.
So he's taken the 2, and
So does
there we go. There's Intimidate. That's going to get rid of Jabba shields.
There's my favorite card.
Yeah. So now, unless he's got a way to deal with my 3-for-1 damage, I'm going to finally be able to knock Jabba off. Although I could just use Force Training. Also. Yeah. I could just use Force Training to kill Jabba and then
probably get
more damage on Dooku.
Although now he's going to have Immobilize, so whatever you don't use, he's going to make you re-roll.
Right. So I'm not sure if I want to waste the damage or not. He just got a disrupt, which might complicate my things here. I'm gonna spend one, and I
only have one resource.
Yeah. So I'm using. I don't know. I'm using the force.
You know what you should have done? You should have done the 3 damage to Dooku. If he uses the Immobilize to change the side of your die, then you claim to change it back.
Yeah.
Use it.
I'm not sure.
So,
yeah, I guess I just did that and gave Grievous a shield.
Yeah.
And I gained a resource too.
Now he can turn that die, and there is no special for you to turn it back to.
Right.
That one. Yeah, you should have done the 3 damage to Dooku to get started on him. Because there wasn't anything and just run the risk that he doesn't have anything else. Because you're fighting a losing battle at this point. He's just got too many dice.
Right. Well, he's got a few less now since I killed Jabba, and most of them don't have a ton of damage. That at least is helpful.
Yeah, like you said with the shield issue on Dooku, though, you might as well consider him to be at 14, 15 health almost with how many times you're going to hit him. I think you needed to I probably would have gambled and done the 3 damage to him and just let him, unless he can remove that die, you'll be able to change it back by claiming.
Yeah.
So, but you did have to roll it, and it went down 1 damage, so that didn't hurt too bad.
So
now you don't have to pay for the resource.
Right, he got a Holocron special. So I got to think I would think I'd just resolve this die here.
Yeah, just smack him for 2.
Yeah, now he'll probably discard 1, so I'll only do 1, but still at least I got 1 in. Yep. And he's taking a resource. I might just be passing rather than claiming here because I don't have anything to do.
It depends if you've got anything in your hand that matters.
I don't know. I did something and gave myself a shield.
There's a lightsaber.
I might have played Take Cover. I think that was in my deck. And he just rolled the lightsaber special.
Did he pay for that? Or did he... Because you can't put that into play with the Holocron.
Oh, you're right. I think he misplayed that. I think he used the Holocron and put it in.
Yeah, Holocron's as
ability.
Use it on an ability, you cannot use it on a weapon.
Yeah, that was, and I just put in a lightsaber over the Hidden in Shadows one.
Yeah, so that was a misplay there. Yeah, it doesn't work. I figured that out because I tried to do it on Kylo's lightsaber a while ago, and that's when I realized it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I think that must have been what he tried to do. Yeah, and I guess I just didn't catch it when we were playing. And he put the Holocron back out. So that is definitely a misplay. I guess that's one of those things that the game is still relatively young. We're going to make mistakes, and now this is going to be on here for everybody to see. So he just played Reversal. Is that what that is, or is that Infamous?
I can't. I think that's Infamous.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no, what is it? The one that lets you... what the hell does... I'm trying to remember what that does. I think that's the one that makes a yellow card.
Ambush.
Gives ambush.
Yeah, so he got some more damage on Dooku there. So Dooku's got 7 damage on him.
You mean Grievous?
I mean Grievous, yeah, sorry. I wish Dooku had 7 damage on him.
Yeah. Then you might actually have a chance of getting to him.
Yeah, well, if I could get a huge roll here, it would help with all these lightsabers. And I got some. That's not bad.
That's about as good as you can hope for, almost.
Yeah, other than he can discard cards, but so he's playing the infamous ambush thing. And what is that? Confiscation? Is that what that is?
I think. I don't even know what that card does.
I think it's you spend resources to remove an
Oh,
enhancement
yeah.
or an upgrade that's equal or less cost than what you spend.
Okay. So he took out your force training.
Yeah, because he didn't
And
have
he,
enough resources to get the lightsaber.
right. Okay. Hmm.
So, well, I can do some damage here, but it's probably
Yeah,
not
now
going to
you
be.
gotta do your most important thing before he changes one of your dice again.
Yeah,
Well, how much damage did he roll? Because
he
he can
rolled
almost kill you.
two. Yeah, he rolled two. So I'm trying to do two to Dooku, but he's going to cancel one by discarding, and going to try to do two again, so he's going to cancel one by discarding. And now he's doing two to Grievous there with the two melee on Dooku's
Well, the
dies.
special with your lightsaber is a 2 unblockable damage.
Right, but you can still discard to stop it. So
Yeah. Well, no, he can. Doesn't he discard to gain a shield? But the shield can't doesn't work with the lightsaber. The
yeah, well,
lightsaber damage is unblockable.
right. Oh, that's true, but it didn't really matter. I did that, but then he just claimed and killed Kylo because he spun one of
Yeah.
his dice to. He spun the
He
lightsaber
would have
die.
spun his lightsaber, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah, so he would have been able to gain the shield, but the 2 damage from the saber should have both gone through.
yeah. So I got.
Next hit would have been eaten by the shield.
Yeah, I just got too far behind in that game. There wasn't. I couldn't crawl back out of that hole, even though I got rid of Jabba. It was just too much
Yeah,
damage that first turn with the the mind
yeah,
probe
you
and
just
everything
didn't get
else.
anything. You didn't get any good equipment on until late,
Right.
and he just outran you. That's typically what the Holocron does. Is it
Yeah,
just speeds up the process? Although he shouldn't have had that lightsaber.
yeah, that's true. But he probably would have been able to get something in the end anyway.
Well,
So,
you would have been able to play it, but then he wouldn't have had the resources to remove your force training. So
right.
you would have gotten another shield, another damage on him, and such. So
Yeah.
it probably, in the long run, it probably didn't make a difference.
Yeah, I think I was losing that game either way. It's just a matter of when, not if. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's a fun game to watch. A lot of back and forth there. The action was fast and furious with those two very aggro decks. So you got any final thoughts before we wrap up this game here, Derek?
Yeah, it's just fun to see decks play that I haven't seen. Like I said, I haven't used Jabba or Dooku yet. I've heard of a couple deck ideas involving them, but it's fun to see some of the other tricks. Like Dooku, I remember looking at his dice thinking they weren't super impressive as far as what he can roll, but he's just kind of a tank that sits there and it takes so much damage to kill him. If you've got ways to heal him and such, you're in for a long day to try and beat him down.
Yep, I sure was. And even though I had Grievous there, who could have certainly done a bunch of damage at once, I just again fell too far behind too quickly. But good game. It's always fun to play Jeremy, and I have to tell him when I see him next time that he misplayed the Holocron, and we didn't realize it till afterwards. But that's what happens with some of these new games. There's some misplays that I'm sure it wasn't intentional. We're just kind of playing
Yep.
through there, and just neither one of us caught it. All right. Well, thanks for joining me for commentary as always, Derek. Appreciate it, and thanks also to Gamers Armory for sponsoring some stuff out in Cary, North Carolina that they're doing. They do a Star Wars night every Monday night with all the Star Wars games, and so most people were playing Destiny, so we've got some more Destiny games coming to you soon on Yoda's Hut. And thanks again, Derek. Appreciate it.
Yep, anytime.